So let me just run through the squad in total for you. So in goal, we have Dean Henderson, Sam Johnston and Jordan Pickford. We've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ben Chilwell, Connor Cody, Reece James, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kieran Trippier and Kyle Walker. Midfield, Jude Bellingham, Jordan Henderson, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice. And up front, our forwards, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Raheem Sterling, and the surprise perhaps because he was injured in the March camp is Arsenal's Bukayo Saka.
Faye, listen, thanks. So where are you, just paint a picture for us? Are you going to be speaking to Gareth soon?
Yeah, so Gareth Southgate's going to be addressing the media at 6 p.m. with a press conference alongside Kieran Trippier, who of course was an integral part of the 2018 World Cup squad. We will then be speaking to them both one-on-one separately after that press briefing. Of course, not just the squad announcement we need to talk about, it's previewing the Austria game, which kicks off tomorrow live on talkSPORT at 8 o'clock. So also pretty important to talk about that. But interesting in terms of who's been left out. Many of them we knew about, perhaps. Trent Alexander-Arnold is included. And not just that, he's alongside the three other right-backs, and we thought one might potentially miss out. So obviously, going forward, it depends on the fitness of Harry Maguire when he finally joins the squad. And of course, the Chelsea and Manchester City players aren't going to be able to be involved in either of these warm-up games. So that's going to be fascinating. All of the players within the 33, or now 32 with Mason Greenwood having pulled out, will be available to play in the Austria and Romania warm-up games as well, because they just don't have enough players, obviously, with the amount of players that were involved in European finals.
And Faye, just quickly as well, I know it's the 1st of June today and that's when the final squad's got to be in. What's the deal with standby players and backup players, and is there an actual date where if we do have a few players that don't recover from injuries, we can take them out and replace them?
Yeah, the date is up to the first ball is kicked
Okay.
and the first match of England's first game. So that would be against Croatia on the 13th. So if there are any injuries, then there can be replacements. So, obviously nobody wants that to happen, but all is not, totally lost for some of these players who've perhaps missed out right at the last minute.
Okay. Faye, listen, wonderful stuff. We'll, of course, check in with you a bit later on for more news on that squad and Gareth Southgate as well.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, there you go. That was Faye Carruthers, talkSPORT's England correspondent. Let me just confirm the names missing out are Watkins, Ramsdale, Godfrey White, Lingard, Ward-Prowse and Mason Greenwood, who pulled out earlier on this morning. Godfrey, your reaction to that?
As I said to you earlier, I think 4 right-backs is ridiculous. Don't think we need that many. I think he's gone for the easier choice. I really do. It basically says, but if it came down to it, but Trent Alexander-Arnold will play midfield. I mean, that's what he's telling us there, because he's less on midfield. When you consider, but he's got a 17-year-old, Jude Bellingham. He's got Henderson, who's not played for...
Might not be fit.
God knows how long. Obviously got Mount, Calvin Phillips, who got injured in that last game. He's going to be all right, though. And Declan Rice. Yes, you've got Foden, who could probably go back there. You've got Grealish, if you were desperate, could go back there. You've even got Saka as well, who could go back there. But I just think he's made the easier decision is to take all 4 full-backs. It doesn't create an headline.
It's a bit barking, isn't it?
Well, it is. It's four right-backs, basically.
He's got 4 right-backs and 5 midfielders.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's be honest, if he'd have left one of them out, that's the headline, isn't it? That's a massive... By leaving out Godfrey White and Ward-Prowse, no real headlines, is there?
No. It is mad to take 4 right-backs, isn't it? I can't get my head around that.
Well, two of them won't kick a ball while they're over there.
No.
Absolutely no chance.
And the fact that we've got 4 right-backs and only 5 midfielders, it frightens me a little bit. I know you said,
it's still a strong
Foden
squad.
can play there, Jack Grealish can play. I get that, but that's not where they play.
I think it's still a very strong squad. And listen, he could have...
Who would you have left out then, out of the fullbacks?
Well, I've always liked Trent. But the problem is, how good did James play in the Champions League final?
Fantastic.
It's a difficult one, but I don't have to make that decision. It's down to Southgate. He sees it. But to take all 4, I just think it's comical.
Does it show weakness?
Well, as I said to you, I think it's just he didn't want to create a news story out of leaving one of them out. Look how when the news it created when he left Trent out of the last squad.
Yeah.
Right? By picking 04, it stops the story. Stops it straight away. Oh, he's left Ward-Prowse out. That won't really get any traction, will it, in the papers? He's left Godfrey and White out. I mean, don't really create any headlines. Leaving Ramsdale out. Greenwood made the decision. Watkins kind of was always going to be there. It was either going to be Watkins or Saka. I know they play different positions, but that's the way I saw it. And then the Lingard one didn't really surprise me. Yeah, he had a good second half of the season.
His call-up surprised you more than his omission from the squad, doesn't it?
It did me. I just think if Grealish, he was covered in case Grealish wasn't fit. That's the way I
just wonder, I mean, listen, you football fans out there in Radio Land can have your say, 08717 223344. I just wonder if James Ward-Prowse, who is a phenomenal dead ball expert, absolutely, we haven't got one.
To come off the bench, right, from a set piece, is the best in the business. Best in the Premier League.
Yeah, he is.
Right? Best in the Premier League. He's played, I think, every minute of every game for Southampton. Last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
He's been with Gareth since the under-21s, and he's left him out.
In favour of taking 4 right-backs.
4 right-backs.
Excuse me.
Just think about that.
Yeah, that is, I can't get my head around that. That's a mistake, I think. You don't need 4 right-backs. It's probably I imagine it's the first time ever that any England manager has taken 4 right-backs to a tournament.
Yeah.
And
but as he said last week, well, it doesn't matter because Walker can play centre back. He can play in a 3.
Yeah,
James can play centre back.
Never going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. As a 3, Trippier can play right back, or he can play left back as well. Trent Alexander can play right back, right wing back, or he can play midfield. And Bissaka can only play right back, so that's why he didn't get picked.
He can play right back, right? But he won't because we've got 2 left. Sorry, he can play left back, but he won't because we've got 2 left backs.
And after Chilwell's performance in the Champions League final,
he
ain't playing unless Chilwell's injured anyway.
That's all right.
And then he's got Shaw.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's
Has
strange.
he bottled it, do you think, Southgate?
Eh?
Has he bottled it?
No, he's not bottled it. I'm just saying it's just an easy decision, isn't it, to take 4 full-backs. So people might think different. This one here. We know why the same as everything with football, money, let's talk about cricket instead, Darren. What's that got to do with it? I don't even understand it. I mean, learn to write a text first. That would help.
Yeah, Cundy. Let's go to the phone lines. 08717 223344. Paul's a Leicester fan. Hello, Paul. How are you? Paul?
Hello, how you doing? All right?
Yeah, good, Paul. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yes. 2 bullet points, really. I think you've got to look at it like everyone clambers on, push back. Let's get a few things straight. Trent Alexander-Arnold played the Liverpool side. They've got 90 points 2 years ago. If the games of last year he'd played, then it's in time he struggled a bit not being there and he's had a vulnerability. But he'll come back again. He's got it all in front of him. He got it back, but it's not anything personal, is it? They've not been so good this year. And that's just where we are, really. I'm sure he'll come back. He's a young lad. He's probably doing good. And, do you understand what I mean? It's seen as a purge. And then the other things are just, I don't know. I can't see. I don't know. That's your opinions. Can you see Sterling actually starting the game? Do you think he'd be an impact sub? So devoid.
I think Rashford's the impact sub.
Yeah,
I've always
I think Southgate
said that.
loves Sterling.
I think he loves Sterling as well. Although he had a poor Champions League.
He's not at it. He doesn't. When you're struggling, he goes. I think the space gets narrowed for him. He hasn't got really a trick in the thing. He's not on the tip of his toes, is he? And I think he tries harder. I hope he proves he's wrong. Listen, all that with horrible stuff that people say about him in the social media stuff, I went to the well because he plays for England, but you can only judge at what you're actually seeing. If he does great, he needs a goal, don't it? Really.
Mm.
But that's all really, boys. But I think it's as much as about the team that finishes the games is as important as the team that starts it.
Of course.
As well. So and that's it really. So I think we've got a decent chance.
Yeah, it's a good squad. I can't argue with the squad. It's a fantastic squad.
Yeah.
No matter who we would have left out. But it is strange. My only thing is, it is strange to pick 4 right backs. Yeah. That's I agree. It's just weird.
We'll take calls in it. That's why we're here. So you, the football fan, can have your Sound National Radio. Pick up the phone. Get involved. 08717 223344. Gareth Snape. 26-man squad, but what do you make of it? This is Drive on talkSPORT with Manny Goldstein and Darren Goff in association with Paddy Power.